Hi, folks. Chris Voss here from the Chris Voss Show.com, the Chris Voss Show.com. Hey, we're coming to a blog post. I want to share, of course, with you the latest in social media and technology. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube as we bring you more of these great videos. Now, I am incredibly popular on LinkedIn. It turns out, I think recently LinkedIn, I said, was one of the top 1% that people search for on LinkedIn. And I have a whole lot of people I do contacts with, and I think it's over, I don't know what it is now, but I know that we have a LinkedIn group for social media news. It's over 42,000 people, I think, right now. So it's pretty crazy. And I never really found a really good way to use LinkedIn, but what Peer has done, this is the Peer app you can see here on my iOS device. It's only in iOS right now. But what they've done is they've utilized a way that you can use their Peer app to enable FaceTime and communicate directly with your contacts through LinkedIn. Now, what it does is, you, of course, sign into LinkedIn. It pulls all of your LinkedIn contacts and everything else, and it gives you some advice on some other new people that you can take and engage with that are on Peer. You can get your friends, you can tell your friends, you can see your activity, do different groups, you can ask your network for help or invite people to Peer. You can, of course, set your FaceTime address. You can record video. Now, one of the cool things about this is you record an intro video for people that want to potentially meet you on Peer. What this basically is a chance for people to finally meet you face-to-face out of all those LinkedIn contacts that you pretty much have. So you can take and set those up, and it utilizes FaceTime on your iOS device to be able to make those face-to-face contacts work. So you can see here I've got a ton of different people that I can potentially contact and speak with here and all that good stuff. It even shows the locations as to how their proximities or how close they are. We can change some of these sort results. Let's go ahead and see if we can't do that. Change the sort results to distance, online now, or people that I bookmarked. So this gives me a great way to have face-to-face interaction with people in my LinkedIn group through FaceTime. So the cool thing is we can go into the area. Let's see if we can get in there. We can go into the area that shows our friends, messages, people that we've had conversations with, etc., etc. You can see here I have some pending messages, and I can also go get friends and all the good stuff. Now, if I meet somebody on the Peer app, and of course they're in my contact group, or I see them maybe on the app itself, what I can do is I can choose to contact them. Now, the problem is sometimes when you contact people, especially during business hours and on, LinkedIn is more of a business format. One of the problems is you may be interrupting a meeting or interrupting something that they have, or you may be having a problem with, catching them at just the wrong time. And so what the Peer app does is it notifies them that you're interested in talking to them face-to-face on FaceTime. And in so doing, it sends them a message, and it says you're going to be available for the next half an hour if they would like to chat. So it's kind of a great way to take and get to know other people and interact with them and network and connect without being pushy or without catching that person at the wrong moment. As we all have done, you call a person, they're like, oh man, I'm right in the middle of a boss meeting, I'm going to have to call you back. That's always frustrating. Okay, so here you can see the profile that I have, and the one thing I can do when I go into anyone's profile is I can bookmark their profile, and I can also watch an intro video if they posted one and be able to kind of get an idea or feel for what they're interested in or what they'd like to be contacted about. You've got LinkedIn, also the profile you can access on LinkedIn. You can click that and get the LinkedIn profile. I love how integrated this is with LinkedIn. So I can watch the intro video here. Let's see what
I'm Chris Voss here from the Chris Voss Show.com, the Chris Voss Show.com. Hey, we're just coming to you. This is my LinkedIn Peer intro video. Feel free to contact me anytime, an open networker. So say hello.
So there you go. You may want to do something a little bit more professional than mine. So what you can do is you can come in. You can, of course, be able to ask people to call you. So in this case, we have Ofer. He's saying, are you available? And I accepted his call at that time. It also has text messaging. So I can either do a video message to him saying, hey, Ofer, I would like to speak with you. Or I can take and do a text message. So we can text message back and forth in the message field here. It's very, very easy to take and use. And very simply, I can request a call to him, and in so doing, I can say, hey, Ofer, I want to call you. So let's go ahead and make one right now. So Ofer right now knows that in the next half an hour, if he's available, I'd love to have a chat with him, and I'm going to try and make myself available to him in the next half an hour if he calls me back. That's going to, of course, send him an email and a notification through the Peer app that someone is interested in having a conversation with him, and of course, he can look and decide if he has the time to meet up with me. It's a great way to facilitate networking if you really think about it. Okay, so now you can see we've received a call request from Ofer. So let's go ahead and accept that. And what we're going to do is it will start the FaceTime and take and call him utilizing your iPhone or your iOS device's FaceTime. Hello, Ofer. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Chris Voss of the Chris Voss Show. We got you on live video. Thanks for showing us how the app works. We went through the process and accepted your call and everything. So you're the CEO and founder of Peer. Do you want to give us a little pitch on what it is, how it works, etc.?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. So my name is Ofer Baharav. I'm co-founder of Peer. Peer is digitizing networking. So our approach is to angle it from the interpersonal, and the way to interpersonal connections, as we know it from the real world, is through face-to-face meeting. And so we just digitize it by bringing into the mobile play into iPhones and iPads at this point. And frankly, this is exactly how you and I met. And we're pretty much best colleagues right now, as far as I know.
Yeah. So it's a great way to network with people, meet them. I've been excited because I've been able to not only meet people like yourself that I didn't know before, but also it's connected me to a lot of people that I knew through social media, but I never had a face-to-face conversation with. And so it was really fun where I could be like, oh wow, I can kind of meet that person in real life, although it's still FaceTime, but it's close to real life.
Exactly.
And it was fun to have conversations with those contacts.
Thank you. And just to clarify for those who have not yet downloaded and tried Peer, basically the way it works is once you go to the App Store and you download the app from iTunes or the App Store in general, you sign in with LinkedIn, and then it maps out what other users on Peer are, their distance from you. So it'll show you exactly how far they are all over the world. We're global at this point. There's people in South Africa, in Australia. There's people in Israel, in Europe, on the East Coast, on the West Coast, up and down the West Coast. So you can pretty much seek out, and if somebody's not on Peer, you can always invite them and say, hey, I'd like to meet you on Peer. Come meet me there so we can meet face to face. It just saves you the drive, or spending money on a conference. That's another way to do it. Once you're on Peer, you can actually search for people by keyword, by skill. So it's much more targeted than a serendipitous conference expectation, and it's very interpersonal. Once you're on Peer, you pretty much there's no difference between meeting them in person at the corner coffee shop or on Peer. And so our recommendation is pretty much any new person for developing your career, your profession, your career, your business. Try to meet them on Peer and see how that serves you. Most of our customers are ecstatic about being able to first develop there's a transaction here right now on this platform right now. It's 100% free. But the idea really is develop your networking capacity, get to know people, and from there, we leave it to you to develop the transaction if there is one, or to just be buddies.
Oh yeah. So I love the app. We'll finish walking through it, and I'll finish just showing everybody all the different templates of the app and all that good stuff. Where's a great place they can go to? Is it peerapp.com or?
It's peer2.me. It's PEER, number 2.
The number 2.
.me. No .com. .me.
Okay. Peer2.me.
Or just, people, obviously this is only for iPad and iPhone and iPod Touch holders. At this point, the video component is based on that. Later on, we may come up with an Android version, desktop as well. Right now, we're totally focused on the iOS market. And so if they couldn't remember that peer2.me landing page, which will throw you onto the App Store, just go to the App Store, type in the search, type in Peer, and it's like the third one down. Yep. And you'll see it's the only live networking application out there. Thank you so much,
cool.
Maurice. I really appreciate this coverage.
We love the app. Thank you, Ofer. Have a great one.
Thank you so much.
All right.
See you here soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
And there you have it. That's how it works. And so what's really nice about it is it utilizes your database on LinkedIn. You can make the connections and contacts that you need to take and do. Very impressed with the app. And like I say, it's helped me really build some high quality relationships, much better than I would over email or other different facilities. So be sure to check it out, peer2.me. That's peer2.me. And there'll be a link above the video on the chrisvossshow.com. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Chris Voss tested, Chris Voss approved. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, and watch for all the latest and greatest other different apps that you can take and see out there. Thanks for coming by.